Describe you about the binary search tree. First, we will discuss the definition of binary search tree. Binary search tree is a special kind of binary tree. The difference between the binary tree and the binary search tree is the organization of the data, as the binary tree contains the data in an organized way to perform the quick search operations and the quick update operations that we'll discuss in the further examples. The binary search tree has two properties, as the value at the nth node is the greater than the every value in its left subtree. For example, 38 is our nth node. Its left part will be less than the nth node, or we can say that the 38 is greater than its left subtree, all the value from all the values of left subtree. And the second property is that value at nth node is less than or equal to the every value in its right subtree, as the right part of the nth node has the value 45, 56, 82, 70. All these values are greater than the 38. This property also follows to the left subtrees and the right subtree. Here 14 is the root of the left subtree. This value will be greater than from its left part, that is your 8, and 14 will be less than from its right subtree, as a 14 is less than from all its elements. The same property will be applied to the right of 14, that is the this subtree, as the 18 is less than, so less than of 23, so it will be the left of 23, and 20 will be greater than 18, so it will be the right of 18. Next, as we can see that 56 is greater than 45 and 56 is less than its right subtree, and 82 is greater than its left part. So next, in our next part, we will discuss the creation of the binary tree. Here I am taking the example like 40, 60, 50, 33, 55 and 11. First, the 40 will be inserted in the binary tree as a root. Next, we will take the value 60, as 60 is greater than 40, so it will be its right part. So 60 will be its right part. Next, the 50. 50, to insert the 50 in the binary search tree, first we will compare the 50 with the 40. As 50 is greater than 40, so we will move to the right. Now the 50 will be compared with 60. 50 is less than 60 and 60 has no left child. So the 50 will be the left of 60. Next we will take the 33. 33 is less than 40, so it will be the left of 40. Now we will take 55. 55 is greater than 40, so we will move to left right part. Now 55 will be compared with 60, that is the less than, but the left of 60 is 50, so the 5 will be compared with the 50. 55 is greater than 50 and the right of 50 is null, so the 55 will be inserted as a right of 50. Now we will take the 11. 11 is less than 40, so we will move to left. Now 11 will be compared with 33. 11 is less than 33 and 33 has null value for the left part, so the 11 will be inserted as the left of 33. This is the way through which we create a binary search tree. To create the binary search tree, it works in two steps. First, as in previous example, we find the location of the item. Like we are taking the example of 11. We find its location by comparing the 11th, that is your item, with the each and every node. Like 11 will be compared with 40. 40, 11 is less than, so we will move to left. Now it will be compared with 33. So 33 left is null, so 33 will be the parent of 11. So the algorithm works in two steps. First, we will find the location of the item. Location means the item will be the left or right of its parent, and what will be its parent. Then after finding the location, we will insert the item to the binary search tree on its position. First, we will discuss the finding the location of the item using the searching algorithm. So here is an example through which I would like to explain you about how the searching procedure works. So I am taking the two cases whether the item may exist in the binary search tree or item does not exist in the binary search tree. First example is the item exists in the tree. For example, we are taking the 23. So this first the 23 will be compared with the root of the tree, that is your 38. As the 23 does not equals to 38, so we will check whether it is less than or greater than. As 23 is less than 38, so we'll move to the left of the 38, that is your 14. Now again we will follow the same procedure as we compare the 23 with the 14. 23 does not equals to 14. Now we compare the 23 whether the 23 less than or the greater than. As 23 is greater than 14, so we will move to the right of 14. Now the PTR will point to 23. PTR variable is used to traverse tree from top to bottom. Now PTR will point to 23. Again we will compare our item, that is your 23, with the pointer value, that is your 23. Now as we can see that 23 is equals to the value at PTR 23, so our search is successful. Next, we are taking the case where the item does not exist in the binary search tree. So for example 20, the same way 20 will be compared with the root, that is your 38. As it does not equal, so we move to the we compare the 20 with 38. 20 is less than, so we'll move to the left of 38, that is your 14. Now we compare the 20 with the 14. As 20 is greater than 14, so we move to the right of 14, that is your 23. Again we will compare 20 with the 23. As 20 is less than 23, so we move to the left of 23, that is your 18. Again we will compare the 18 with 23. As 20 is greater than 18, but 18's right is null value, so we can say that the search is unsuccessful. When the pointer moves to the null value, then our search operation completed, and we can say that the search is unsuccessful. Through this example, I would also like to explain you the difference between the binary tree and the use of BST. As if we follow the binary search tree to compare the item or to search the item, we will have to compare each and every element with our item. If we, for example, if we're taking the binary tree structure, then we have to follow the traversal algorithm, pre-order, in order, or the post order. So we compare the 20 with 38, 14, 8, 23, 18, 56, 45, 82, 70 with all the elements. So according to this example, it will take the 10 comparisons. But if our structure is BST as it is, then it hardly takes a 5 comparisons, as we compare the 20 with 38, 14, 23, 18, and finally null value. So takes maximum the 5 comparisons to traverse the tree. So BST is well known for its organization of the data for quick searching. So we have already done the finding the location of the item and its parents. The finding of the location and its parents will give us the two outputs: the location of item and its parents. The location of the item and its parents will return a different value in three cases. The three cases are: first case, the tree may be empty; second one, the item present in the tree; or third one is the item does not present in the tree. If the tree is empty, then we have to insert the item to the root of the tree. But if the item is already present in the tree, then BST also contains a property that there is no need to repetitively add the same values in the tree. So if the item is already in the tree, basically the binary search tree's purpose is to search the element. So there is no need to store the repetitive values in the binary search tree. So if the item is already present in the tree, then there is no need to insert it again. So if the item is present in the tree, then we will not follow the insertion operation. But if the item is not in the list in the tree, then definitely we will perform the second, that is your insertion. So this is also a case if the item is present, then we will not follow this. But if the item is not in the list, that there will be two cases: the tree may be empty or the tree is not empty. If tree is not empty, then an item is not in the tree, so we will add that item as a child of the nth node with the location parent. Nth node will be the parent of the node there where we will add the item. Then we will finally we will perform the insertion operation of that item. So in next I will discuss these three cases: what will be the value of location and what will be the value of parent. Our first case, when the tree is empty. So if a tree is empty, it means our root is null. So in this case, the item that we want to insert in the BST will be our first item, first node to be inserted in the tree, and the first node is our root tree. So in this case, the location will equals to the null and the parent equal to the null. These are the two values that will be returned by the find algorithm or the search algorithm. Then the search algorithm will return us, if the tree is empty, then it will return the location null and the parent null. And we will insert 23 as the root of the tree. Next case is when the item is already in the tree. The item may be inserted, may be present in the root of the tree, or it may be in some another case. So if the item is at the root, then the value of location will equals to root and the parent is null, because the root's parent, there is no parent of the root. So next case, this is a case when the item is the root, and next case is the item is the other than the root. For example, if we want to insert 23, then first it will be compared with the root. At it does not match, then we compare the 23 with the 38 as it is less than, so the pointer will move to this, and save will contain the address of the parent. Here we have take the temporary variable that will contain the parent of the PTR, that is your 38. Now the 23 will be compared with the PTR 14, as the 23 is greater than 14, so pointer will move to next right of 14 and save will move to the next. During the operation, first we will move to the save, then we move to the PTR. Next again the 23 is equals to your the value at PTR. So the process will stop here and it will return the location is equals to PTR and parent is equals to save. Now I'll discuss the third case, that is when the item is not in the tree. For example, if we want to search the 20 or we want to insert the 20 in the tree. So first the 20 will be compared with 38 as it does not equals. So when we compare the 20 with 38, 20 is less than 38. So the pointer will point to 14 and save will point to the parent of PTR, that is your 38. Now the 20 will be compared with 14. Both does not match and the 20 is greater than 14. So the PTR will move to the right of 14 and save will point to the here. So first the save will move to the 14 and the PTR will move to the right of 14. Again the 20 will be compared with 23. The 20 it does not match and the 20 is less than 23, so the PTR will point to 18 and 23 save will point to 23. Again the 20 will be compared with 18 as it does not match and 20 is greater than 18, but the right of 18 is null, so the process will stop here. Then simply the location will be assigned as the value of PTR, that is your null. Now the PTR will point to the right of 18, that is your null value, and the parent will is equals to your save value. So the find algorithm will return us two values, location and the parent. So if we want to insert the element, we have to check that location should be null. If the location null, then we will follow the insertion. But if location is not null, then we will not follow the insertion. And then second, we will check the parent. Parent null, it means the insertion will be at root. If parent is not null, then it means the insertion will be at some another place. Right? So next is our algorithm to implement the find algorithm. We take the algorithm procedure name as find. The input parameters are the tree, like info, left, right, and the root. and the item that we want to search in the algorithm, then these both are the output parameters, that is the location and the parent. Here are three cases. The first case, when the tree is empty, then it will return the location null and the parent null. If tree is item is already in the tree, then the location will not equals to the null and the parent will equals to null. And the next case is that when the item is not in the tree, then the location will be equal to null and the parent will not equal to null. So first we will, according to our previous example, first the item will be compared with the root. But before we will check that if the root is equals to null, if the tree is empty, if the root null, then it will set the location is equal to null and the parent null, and it will return from the procedure. Otherwise, if the root is not null, then we will compare our item with the root, info of root. If both matched, then the location will is equals to root and the parent will equals to null. Otherwise, we will compare the item with the info of root, whether it is less than or greater than. If it is less than, then we will take a pointer ptr that will point to the left of root. Otherwise, we'll take a pointer ptr is equals to right of root and take a save that will contain the parent of the ptr, that is your root in first case. Then next we will proceed to next till the ptr not equals to null. When the ptr is equals to null, then the procedure will stop there. So first we will compare the item with the info of PTR. If both matched, then the location will equals to PTR and parent is equals to your save, as we have explained in our previous examples. But if it does not match, then we check the whether the item is less than or the greater than. If less than, then we will move the save and the PTR pointers. The save will equal to PTR and PTR is equals to left of PTR. If item is greater than, then we'll point save is equal to PTR and PTR is equals to right of PTR. Process goes on till the PTR not null. When the PTR is equals to null, then we will reset as location is equals to null and parent is equals to save, and finally we will exit from the procedure. Now this is the time to insert the item to the binary search tree. So first we will call this procedure to find the location of the item and its parent. Then we will check the value of location and parent. If location not equals to null, it means item is already in the tree, so there is nothing to do and we will finally exit from the algorithm. Then, but if the item is not in the tree, it means the location is equals to null. Then we will insert a new node to the binary search tree. So we take the avail. Avail, we already know that avail contains the address of the unused nodes. So first we will check is there any space in the avail list. If avail is equal to null, it means there is no space that we can use. So we'll write it as overflow and we exit from the procedure. But if there is a space, it means avail will not equals to null. Then we will fetch one node from the avail list and uh, use a variable new to point that avail unused lists. Here we are taking the example. Here we have fetched a node from the avail and use the variable new for this node. And now avail will point to the next unused node, that is your left of avail. Now it's the time to fill this node. So info, this is the left of node, this is the info part and this is the right of. So first we will fill the info of new, that is your item. Next left of new is null and right of new null. So the node is ready. Now we have to insert this node to the proper location. So we'll first check the whether the tree is empty or not. If the parent is null, it means the tree is empty. So we'll set the root is equals to this node. Otherwise, we will check the item to the info of parent, where if it is left less than the info of parent, then we will insert this new to the left of parent, otherwise to the right of parent. For example, here if we want to insert the 20, as we have already discussed that parent is point to the 18. Now we compare 20 with the 18. 20 is greater than 18, so 20 will be inserted to the right of 18 through this statement. Right of parent, that is the 18, is equals to your new node, right? I hope you will understand this. If you have any problem regarding the topic, you can message me in the comment section. I will try my best to solve your each and every problem. I hope you will understand it a very better way. And you can also comment me your views to make it more clearable, more understandable for me. Thank you, students.